Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the flap of the bag. Okay, it's going to be we want it to be symmetrical, so I'm going to put the center fold here about the middle of this piece of oak tag and score it. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to fold it that score line. Okay. And I want to get a straight edge on, this will be the back, where the flap goes to the back. So I'm going to pin it. See, this is all uneven, so I'm going to pin it here to make this a straight edge. So I'm pinning it right here. I folded it, pinned it, open it up. Okay, and then I'm going to cut right at that line where the two pins are. Okay. Okay, and the back, on the back of the bag, this is the front, and if the back is over here, we're going to have the bag the flap be about 1.5 inches down. So I'm flipping this over to mark it as if this was the back of the bag. Okay. So that's about, actually I already marked it before here. It's on, it's about 1.25 inch, or yeah, 1.25 inch down. And what I pinned it. And folded it. And then pin. And then this is already drawn. I already drew the line here. That's where the back of the flap will be attached to the back of the bag. Okay. So that is 1.25 inch. So what I'm going to do is measure 1.25 inch down. After I fold this was our straightened edge, 1.25 inch, and I'm going to pin it at that point right there, and I'm going to score it right there. Okay. Okay, so that's that line right there. Okay, so that's the back of the bag. Okay, and we know that from our gusset how far the bag is opening, but we want it to actually, the bag to actually be a little pinched on the side when it closes. And so I'm going to make, instead of this being 3 inches, I'm going to have the flap actually be, let's see, about 2.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to fold this and measure down 2.5 inches from that first fold line. Right here, I'm going to fold it to show you that first fold. This is where the bag ends on the back of the bag. Okay. So I'm doing 2.25 inch down from that seam. Okay, marking it with a pinhole and then scoring it. And I'll fold it to show you where that's going to be. Okay, and I flipped this over. This is all the indications on the front of the bag. We have our magnetic snap about 2 inches down, so I'm going to make the bottom of the bag, the bottom of that flap on the front about 2.5 inches down. You can put whatever measurement you would like, but we already have it determined here. So I'm going to mark it 2.5 inches down from this line. Okay. From this fold line, I've measured 2.5 inches down and pin. Okay. And score. Actually, I'm not scoring. I'm cutting, because that's actually where the bag is ending. That's not a score line. That's actually a cut line. Okay, so put that piece aside. And now to determine how wide the flap will be, we've already marked our handles right here. This notch. But the handles we've determined we're going to be about 3/4 of an inch. So you really have to measure in from that point, or your flap will bump into your handle. So you have to go from inside that point. So that's about, I would put it at about 2 3/4 inches from the middle line. So that's what I'm going to do. Fold it in half and go 2 3/4 inches from that middle line, there and here. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it. This will be the basic size of your flap. Okay, so it's going to be, we're allowing for our, this is the back of the bag, this is the top, and this will be the front. Okay, and so we want to shape this. You can make whatever shape you want. We could stick to like a curved kind of shape, so we can take something curved like we did for the bottom, or you can make any type of shape you would like, or take a French curve and make a shape for that bag, or you can have it square, however you want to have it. Okay, so I'm just going to make a little roundish curve here. And this is just a basic shape. Fold this in half because we want it symmetrical. And then I'm going to follow my pencil line and cut this right here. Okay. So that's how that shape's going to look. That shape is a little too squarish for me. You know what? I'm going to make it a little rounder. So I'm going to take a bigger shape, a bigger circle. You know, you can just do it as you see it. You can design it as you go, really. Or you can predetermine your shapes. Okay, so I'm making it a little more round than square. So you can even it off how you, the shape you'd like it to be. Okay. I think I'm going to even taper it even a little more here. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, and then I'm going to notch the centers, both in the front and in the back. Okay, and the areas that are going to be folded on this bag, on this flap, what you have to do is make little windows on your stay pattern, which is also your master. So you measure from the fold line of the back fold, and you're going to make it about